Imagine being a teenage matchmaker, so confident in your skills that you fly halfway across the globe to enroll in an elite boarding school. That's Kitty. She arrives in South Korea with two very specific goals: to surprise her long-distance boyfriend and to trace the footsteps of her late mother, who walked the exact same halls at the prestigious KISS Academy. On paper, this has all the ingredients of a breezy, low-stakes high school romance, playing out against a picturesque international backdrop. You know exactly how this plays out, right? This idealized beginning is a functional trap. The creators established the standard romance structure specifically to highlight how quickly the reality of Seoul will dismantle the protagonist's expectations. The romantic fantasy shatters almost the minute the plane lands. Instead of a sweeping, slow-motion reunion, Kitty is immediately hit with crippling jet lag and a catastrophic mix-up with her dormitory assignment. And that long-awaited surprise for her boyfriend Day, it's instantly derailed by a viral video that completely scrambles his social standing and their relationship. Suddenly, she is completely isolated in a foreign country. The simple, foolproof matchmaking formulas she always relied on back home are entirely useless here. The core objective shifts. Surviving this high-stakes, highly competitive academic ecosystem becomes the priority, and the show makes it clear it won't play by traditional teen comedy rules. Stripped of her naive romantic expectations, Kitty has to evolve. She moves from chasing a boyfriend to decoding her mother's old-school records and tracking down the people who knew her at the academy, and she actively works to ground herself in her new environment. In episode 5, when several students are stranded on campus, she steps up and orchestrates a massive traditional Chuseok holiday feast to bring everyone together. That cultural immersion soon translates into active detective work. By episode 7, during a tense Saturday detention, she teams up with her peer Yuri to dig into exactly what Principal Gina is hiding from the student body. The teen romance label acts as a Trojan horse. It gets you through the door, only to deliver a layered mystery that respects both its cultural setting and its intricate plotting. This chart maps out the central character relationships at KISS, and it highlights a deliberate creative choice. This ensemble is deeply flawed. Real-world social dynamics don't have perfect people, and neither does this school. Day is trapped between conflicting emotional loyalties, and the social hierarchy is far more complex than it looks. We see this clearly when Yuri's secret feelings for Juliana are revealed, adding a vital and hidden layer to the student body. This pressure cooks secondary characters like Minho and Florian. During high-stress social events, like a swanky party in episode 6 and a chaotic school trip in episode 8, they are forced into massive, relationship-altering decisions. All of these intertwined secrets eventually snap. Episode 9 delivers bombshell revelations, unexpected and bitter betrayals, and explosive blazing fights, all hitting exactly as the dread of academic finals sets in. The sheer weight of this character web proves that idealized, paint-by-numbers teenage matchmaking will always collapse under the unpredictable reality of actual human relationships. By episode 10, the wide-eyed, lovesick girl from the airport is gone. In her place is a highly stressed student facing severe academic reality. Class rankings, final grades, and the weight of uncovered family secrets converge in the finale, threatening Kitty's enrollment and her entire standing at KISS. Now, we have to acknowledge a major blind spot. We know Netflix renewed the show for a total of 3 seasons, but our analysis today is entirely constrained to the explosive mechanics that made season 1 work. The lingering question is whether the writers managed to maintain this delicate balance in seasons 2 and 3, or if they eventually fell back into the very screenwriting cliches they spent their freshman year subverting. Ultimately, the long-term legacy of the series depends on its ability to sustain that chaotic, character-driven momentum over the long haul. So here is the verdict. You should absolutely watch this show if you value swoon-worthy quirks, an immersive hemisphere set in Seoul, and highly meaningful LGBTQ+ representation. On the flip side, skip it if you have zero patience for viral video drama, endless storm misunderstandings, and explosive teenage fights over exams. XO Kitty manages to trick its audience. It lures you in with the promise of simple romance, only to deliver a much deeper narrative experience, setting a high bar for what a modern teen dramedy can actually achieve.